What's your biggest fear when it comes to doing a home exchange? For most people, it's having strangers in their home, and I totally get that. For me, it's being in somebody else's home that is disgusting, and that's what happened to me. We've had about 30 home exchange, and this is the first time this has happened. We arrived for our fun home exchange weekend, and the house was adorable from the outside, exactly how it looked in the picture. Walked in the house, and first of all, it smelled. It was really like musty and gross and smelled like a dog, which I love dogs. I have one, but I don't love cooped up dog smell inside a house. And I noticed there was some mail that was just like hanging there, halfway open mail. And I thought, that's weird. They must have missed that on their way out. Walking into the kitchen though, I see the dishwasher is open and full of dishes, as if maybe they had just run the dishwasher and they didn't feel like unloading it, so they left it for me. So the first thing I get to do when I get to this home exchange is unload somebody else's dishes. Not what I want to do on vacation. I won't get into all the nitty-gritty and the dirty details, but the other thing that grossed me out was the bathroom, and probably don't need to say more, but bathrooms need to be clean. This is important. It was gross. It's clear they don't have a toilet scrub brush and they've never used one. There was just like hair on the ground, and if you were to do the white glove test, it would have failed miserably. There was so much just dirt and gross stuff. There was once a towel hook on the wall, but it fell out and they didn't fix it. So it was just kind of an open hole in the wall. Just one thing after another. And you know, when you get into a house and it just feels a little bit dirty, it's gross and you don't sleep well. And after this exchange, I went back and I looked at the description and I looked at the pictures. And really, if I would have looked more closely, I would have noticed that there was a lot of clutter in this house. I just attributed it to the fact that it was a primary home, and primary homes often have more stuff in them. And I was desperate to get an exchange in this particular city. But upon further reflection, it probably could have saved me from this whole issue. So I go home after my exchange with the dilemma of, what do I do for the review? Because these people were really nice. When I communicated with them, all the home exchange planning, they were very nice. I genuinely think they're just not really clean people and they don't realize that their house comes across as dirty and gross. So what I did was, I did 5 stars for communication because they were very communicative. I don't remember what the other one was, but cleanliness, I gave them 3 out of 5 stars. And in the review, I said this house was in a fabulous location, which it was, but I said the house looks very well lived in and loved, and I left it at that. And I don't want to be dishonest online, but if somebody would have said in their reviews, which I always check, that the house was not entirely clean, that would have made a difference to me. I do pay attention to reviews, and no one else said anything about the cleanliness issue, and I cannot believe that nobody else faced this. I then also messaged the host offline. My suggestion for future exchanges is to charge a cleaning fee and then use that cleaner, hire a cleaner to come to the house before the exchange begins. And that way, you know that you have a clean home for your guests and you don't have to pay anything extra or do anything extra, and everyone's a winner. So my PSA is just make sure that you're honest but kind on home exchange. It's such a nice platform. People are so hospitable and so giving and so welcoming. But at the same time, I feel like I would want to know if there was a home that was slightly less clean than is generally expected on home exchange. And I know that that is the universal expectation because every other home that we've been to has been very clean. So I do think that it's important just to be honest with the community and to save other people the hassle of going on a trip and showing up somewhere and being really disappointed. This was my experience. Hopefully you don't have it. Happy home exchanging.